So I found myself in tears. Every day was filled with fear. When you feel you wanted more, and suddenly you're on the floor. And I left my heart with you. There is no shade of doubt hanging around that old. 'Cause darling, there is nothing right when all you seem to do is lie. Those days are gone, I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better, better off. When I look at what I've done now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off. Baby, you don't belong. Your love was cold, heart made of stone. But I'm just fine, I'm gonna shine, I'm alright. I'm celebrating my liberation. I'm moving strong, I'll get it done, I'm alright. Might be shaken but not stirred, just a lesson that I've learned. And so it goes, tables turn, you're on your own. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better, better off. When I look at what I've done now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off. Baby, you don't belong. So I found myself in tears. Every day was filled with fear. When you feel you wanted more, and suddenly you're on the floor. And I left my heart with you. There is nothing else to do. I would like to have it back. It's broken and far from intact, and as dangerous as it is,